Then nigga, I trained, then used to be under me like my lieutenant. The nigga, I used to come to New York, I used to do shows and let the nigga come on before I did Keep Your Head Up and Get Around.
Only Gab can do it like this.
Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I got something special for y'all today. You know what I mean? Something special for y'all, yes indeed. Snap and You Photos presents celebrity hip-hop photographer, Miss Corey Sojer.
Yo, what up?
What it do, Shorty?
How you doing, baby?
Man, let me tell y'all something, man. Corey is hard to catch up with. Shorty, you working.
Yeah, I am.
Man.
I do.
For those that don't know, man, Corey started, I mean, we can go way back to like hip-hop, the underground hip-hop scene in New York, all the way current right now to Beverly Hills, Los Angeles. Hey, Miss Celebrity Photos, like, all over the place, Miss Lady.
Yeah, I am. You know what? God gave me the gifted eye, and I've been using it ever since. Sometimes, we don't know when God gives us a gift. Maybe sometimes in the beginning we'll find out, maybe later in our life, but I found out early, back in 92, even though I started shooting back in 1991. And I've done a lot of things, but God has always brought me back to photography, and I'm still here.
Still here and going strong. Man, you got some legendary work, Ms. Sojer. I mean, people seeing your photos a million times and would never know it was you. I mean, you got people trying to boost your photos and they're putting them back out there. Let's just give people a point of reference. You know what I mean? Are you at liberty to talk about some of the people you shot over the years?
I sure am.
I said shot over the years. You put on a disclaimer so the FBI won't be...
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the pistol, or Uzi, or the flicky. I just meant she took photos of them. Is that
okay. We shot the shit out of them. That's what we did. Yeah, no, I started back in 1991. My twin and I had a business called Ready for Duty Promotions, where we did like the tour jackets, anything you could promote. And back in the days in the 90s, black music had money. And so we did like the DVD World Tour jacket. We did Bobby Brown's water bottles, hammer jackets. We did, Tim Dog's Fuck Compton's T-shirts. And so we did stuff like that. And it was our first year, and we decided to have a party. And my twin, who started the whole thing, I ended up naming her Grandma Funk, which is Gramma, short for grammar, because she got shit to say. And we started our Funk Hut parties called Grandma Funk's Funk Hut. And it happened, and we did it every Tuesday from 1991 to 97. And basically that's how I started as a photographer. We would throw the parties, and I would photograph everybody in the party, not knowing all the celebrities, because my sister started in the record industry at Next Plateau, where she had Salt and Pepper, and so she knew all the industry people. I was coming off from playing professional women's basketball after serving my country in the United States Army, and so I would snap everybody, and every week, the next following week, I would make collage boards of everybody that came to our parties. So this is how I started. I started out with a flashlight because I didn't know anything about an infrared, flash or on my camera at the time. So I was like a little bit. Because we started at Big City. Yeah, because we started at Big City Diner. So upstairs was all lit up. Well, we had all the, the house music. The DJ had the house music. Downstairs was the reggae and hip hop. So downstairs was dark, but I would use that flashlight, and I got some great shots. And I'm thinking, wow, and then we moved to, by this time, people were like, oh, you should, start selling your photos to the magazine. Well, I didn't know how to do that. I didn't even know who to contact, But then I finally got my first photo in Source magazine back in 93, and I had to actually beg Kimoto to put this photo of 2Pac and Biggie in the magazine. I let him see the photos, and he looked at them. He was like, I don't see nothing. I was like, what are you talking about? I said, this photo right here, 2Pac and Biggie, it was at the new music seminar, and Biggie wasn't supposed to be on the stage, and him and Puffy and his entourage bum rushed the stage, and they started playing party and bullshit. And then he said, oh, let me look at the photos again. So that's how I got my first photo in Source Magazine. It was 2Pac and Biggie.
And you had to thank them for...
And I got $25 each photo. I was a happy camper, but now I can get $2,500 for that photo. You know what I mean?
Man,
yeah, man.
3 photos of 2Pac and Biggie together, but on stage together? That's
Exactly.
What's that?
Yeah, but you just think, in '93, Biggie hadn't even come out yet, so there was Party playing a dat when he came on stage. You know, so he hadn't even dropped yet, even though he was on Bad Boy. So, you know, people, you know, you have to remember, you look at it now, you think, whoa, but when you looked at it back then, it was just like, all right, whatever, you know, it was no big thing. But now, it's a big thing, because now you're hearing all the stories, you know, after 2Pac got out of jail, went to death row, and now, you know, they think Biggie, when he went to Quad Studios and got shot, and so now you're looking at it and you're thinking, whoa, now I know the story. But when I did it at the time, it wasn't a big thing. You know what I mean? So, but these are my friends. When we just do the funk cut party, we put on signed and unsigned acts in spoken word and hip-hop. You know, so we invited all the A&R people down. Black Sheep had their first performance at our party, at the funk cut.
Well, Mr. Long and Drez, huh?
Exactly.
Wow.
I mean, we had Russell Simmons in there. We had Bobby Brown. We even had singers, Christopher Williams. I mean, Busta Rhymes. We had Houdini. I mean, the list goes on. We had Mike Bivens, Biz 10. He brought Boys to Men. I mean, because you think, back in 1991, there was no place for us. We were underground. Nobody believed in hip-hop and anything was going to go far.
Like, it ain't over the planet yet at this point.
Exactly.
A storm was coming down.
It was brewing. And you had to think, in 91, you know, females were coming on. You know, we might have had, you know, Salt and Pepper and Sequence back in the day. Yeah, but in the 90s is when it blew up. Then you had like when the people started in the 80s. In the 80s, we had Money Love, you know. So women were coming out now, and the record labels were allowing them to come out. You know, it might have been, it started in the 80s, but they didn't make it really big until the 90s. So it was a big thing for women.
And big time. You was right there for the whole movement.
Right there. I was growing just like they were growing.
Yeah, you were. You got that maniac on the loose. They ain't realized it yet.
Okay, and you know, you have to remember, a lot of these young kids think, you know, it's the paparazzi, we chasing you down. It was none of that. We didn't have no step and repeat. We might have walked on a red carpet to get into the party because it was on the floor, but we didn't have any of that. I was shooting film. So, you know, you had to hope that your photos came out and you had your camera set right, you know what I mean? Because then you had to wait to get your film developed to find out if you did that right. Not like now with digital cameras, you can look and say, oh, wait a minute, let's do that again, my lighting. Right. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and when we would go to, like our first party we were invited to was a Tribe Called Quest, their album release party, you know. So that's when people started inviting us. After they started coming to our parties, we started getting invited to their parties.
Man, Corey, there's so much history you witnessed. You was able to capture a lot of it with your camera, you know what I mean?
Let me tell you, I'm sitting here scanning negatives because, you know, back then you kept your negatives, but you never really scanned them. I'm scanning negatives now. I've been scanning for the last maybe 2.5 years. That's how many negatives I have. I could shoot 10 rows of film at an event. Puffy's birthday party at Roseland in 1994. And that shows you that 2Pac, Biggie, and Puffy were still friends. Because they were all on stage together.
Still was hanging out.
They were still hanging out, yeah. I just think that, you know, I guess maybe you could only have one king in New York. I don't know. I can't really say, and I'm not going to get into why people started dissing 2Pac in New York, or why they even tried to bring him down. You know, I wish he almost would have stayed in jail and paid his time and maybe got a little humble instead of selling his soul to the devil. You know what I mean? And when I say sell your soul to the devil, I mean, he got with Death Row, but he came out of jail angry. You know what I mean?
Right. And you made it a shit night. You know, I know what you mean. You don't mean he really stole his soul. You meant he put himself in a bad situation to get out of a bad situation. Yeah.
Right, and he was angry. So, you know, when instead of him getting humble and kind of maybe looking at everything, you know, while he had time, not saying he had to come out like Mike Tyson, you know, and be with the Muslims, but they helped him. Because when he came back out to be a fighter, he didn't have that anger anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He definitely wasn't the same fighter when he came out.
No. So, you know, like I say, at the end of the day, God gives us all gifts. But sometimes we can take over the gift and stand in God's way. You know what I mean? And I've learned to stand in my lane and out of his way. Because, you know, I've been sitting here wanting to do a book for years, but it wasn't my time. Then when I started sorting my negatives out, writing down, you know, chronicalizing where the party was, who was at the party, blah, 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 the Spirit says, you know what? Do a hip-hop yearbook. Bring everybody back home, you know, because it was like school. And so I said, a hip-hop yearbook. That would be great because I could break everything down, like the Bomb Diggity parties, you know, the men on the wheels of steel, you know, our DJs, and kicking it behind the scenes at the video shoots. I thought this would be amazing. People say, do you have enough photos? I'm like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think 93 alone will probably be volume 1, 2, and 3. That's the kind it was.
That's the kind of amount of work you was putting in, Mike.
Exactly. Well, you know, you have to remember, for a lot of people that are young, too, back in the days, we had industry parties. You know, so it was only industry invites only. Not like now, you say, you know, Cameron's going to be at the club. You know, after 10 o'clock, you pay $20, ladies in free. It wasn't that.
Right.
It was industry invite only. So, you know, the outsiders didn't know anything about it. And back in the days, in the 90s, black music had money, so they threw parties all the time.
Right.
You can go to 3 parties. Yeah, you can go to 3 parties in one night because they had so many artists, you know, and at the end of the day, everybody would go and support one another. After a while, everybody knew each other. After a while, nobody didn't mind shooting the standards. You know, cool, take our photos. Get us in the source, you know. Get us in Vibe, you know. Get us in Black Beat. So, you know, that's how it used to be, you know, and it was so exciting. I sit here every day scanning these photos. I'm looking back at the parties going, wow.
Just reminiscing, huh?
Oh, shit. Oh, I got that photo. Oh, damn. Yeah. It was amazing.
Real fast, so you mentioned you had a chance to, you know, get relationships with a lot of these people, you know?
Yeah.
Rubbing elbows, you in the same corner, same circle.
Smoking blunts, real blunts, with 2Pac and Biggie, so yeah.
Wait a minute, I was about to go there. Did you smoke the blunt with Big and Pac?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, we on Machiavelli Media right now.
Okay.
So you might be the first person in hip-hop history to share a blunt, well, that we know of. You know what I mean? You make a history right here. With Pac and Big.
Yeah, we were at where were we at? Lords of the Underground party back in '94, and we were sitting in the VIP section, and Big Cap, DJ Big Cap, rest in peace. He was rolling the blunt. You know, you had to take the paper out the filling. You know, you take the insides out. You had to lick that motherfucker. You know, and your tongue all nasty now. Not like now when you go to the store and it's already ready for you.
It's already ready.
Okay, but that's how we used to do it.
Facts.
Oh, let me tell you, back then the 90s was amazing because people were on, but they weren't on. But everybody supported one another. Not like now, people fighting and beefing. I'm sure they had beef too, but we wouldn't be up in the club and no industry party fighting. I don't remember no fights.
Right, it was all love for the most part.
Yeah, everybody was networking. Everybody was trying to get on.
Yeah, and you know what? And shit hadn't got corrupted yet. You know, hip-hop, man, was hip-hop. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
People always think of hip-hop in terms of just the MC or maybe a DJ, but everything played a part. Hip-hop got its own spirit, like you say. He was a hip-hop photographer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way hip-hop is unconventional. You just mentioned in terms of how you had the use a flashlight. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? I tell people in the studio that all the time because I'm an artist myself, first and foremost. And I have engineers in there that are like, well, I went to the such and such academy for engineering, and I shouldn't turn your vocals up so loud. I'd be like, dude, this is hip hop. You've been trained classically. You know what I mean? Right. I'm telling you, turn my vocals up, turn them drums up. And he's looking like, well, I can't do that because, once again, hip-hop is unconventional. Even during the videographers, I had a videographer, and I ain't going to say his name is my man. He wouldn't film my sneakers. I had some crazy days, right? I was like, yo, you got to get my feet for a video I was shooting. And he kept stopping at my, pants leg and my fucking ankles. And I'm like, I'm looking back at the film like, wow, you keep cutting my feet off, dude. He was like, well, I went to school for this, and if I film down at you, that means the camera's superior to you, but if I film up at you, that means you're superior to the camera. I like, hip-hop is fast.
Yo, be creative, dude. Be creative.
And I swear I don't think he got my feet. But back to you. But
see, that's where people, one thing about hip-hop, the underground or the industry itself, it's a God-given gift. And what it teaches you is to be self-taught.
Yep.
You teach yourself how to dress, you teach yourself how to rap, you teach yourself how to do whatever you need to do. So even as a photographer, me, I had never been to school. I'm still self-taught. You know what I mean? But you learn. I would look at my photos and be like, okay, I need to do this and do this. You know what I mean? I didn't even know anything about a shutter speed. I mean, if I had the internet, I probably would have been able to find out, but there was no internet. I couldn't afford to go to a class because here we are running our business ready for duty, and we're running the business to fun cut. So that's money already being taken from one, put into the other. People don't understand that. When you start a business, sometimes it takes 5-6 years for you to really make money, because when you make it, you got to put it back in.
Right.
So there would be times, when I couldn't afford to get my film developed. But the Spirit said to me, Corey, listen. Go buy the film. I would hear that in my head. Go buy the film. So I get on the A train, head on down to Canal Street. I buy at least maybe 10 rolls of film for $1.50. I might couldn't get them all developed, but I would have whatever I needed. I shot still on film. When I moved to the LA in 2008, I got all that film. I couldn't get developed at the time because it was so expensive to develop. I spent $400 on film from the 90s. And I'm so glad the Spirit told me to go get the film regardless, because I could get it developed later. And when I got those developed, I was like, look at there's one DMC, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes we hold ourselves back. Sometimes people that go to school are just school knowledgeable. You're not street knowledgeable. You need to have both. You have to have both. I mean, now I go online and get something I don't know, I'll go and research it. I did take some courses, when I was in New York, and even the teacher thought I was, trying to bullshit them, because I was already doing what was being taught. I just didn't know what to call it. I didn't know how to name it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, that's why I tell people, as a photographer, I keep my camera up all the time, because with hip-hop, as soon as you bring your camera down and they're performing on stage, they're going to do some shit, and you're going to miss it.
You're going to miss it. You better take a picture.
Just like when 2Pac and Biggie came out on stage together, and they weren't supposed to come out on stage together. It was Sylvia Rowan introduced 2Pac. He came out on stage, and the next thing you know, Biggie and his old entourage just bum rush the stage. He's trying to get them off. By this time, I'm click, 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 click. So they get into the song party and bullshit. Biggie gets a champagne bottle, he shakes it up, he sprays it on the crowd, he drinks up. Next thing you know, he slips on the floor. The music stops. But listen, so he slips on the floor and he lays down, the music stops. All his entourage on stage are looking over at him. I'm clicking my ass off. Click, 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 click. Then he pops up, the music comes on, and bullshit. Oh my God, I wish I was videotaping instead of shooting. But because I kept clicking, if I put all my photos together of that scenario, it would look like a video.
You know what's so dope about that? 2Pac talk about that a million times, how he would stop his show and let Biggie be party and bullshit in the middle of it. And I seen him do it on some video footage, and they was acting like a fight broke out.
Yeah.
Y'all stop that, you know. But it was all choreographed, you know what I mean? But it was
exactly.
But it was dope though. So you witnessed that, took pictures of it, and do you have any like untold 2Pac stories, Corey, about like around this time when all this was going on?
Well, you know, just that time when we smoked that blunt, we got to talk a little bit. He showed me his new tattoo he got, his Outlaw tattoo. And after that situation, we sat and we talked, we were smoking and stuff. When he got up to get out of the VIP section to go into the crowd, you saw his whole demeanor start changing. You know, I don't know if he put on that shield, you know, like motherfuckers is fucking with me. So I think things were starting to happen. This is in 94. So after that, I never really saw him anymore because I guess whatever was starting to happen was happening. You know, the rape charge, the this, the that. Right. So things were starting to happen. You know, so go ahead.
So sitting down with Tupac, what kind of soul was he? You know, the little bit of time you talked to him, how would you describe Tupac?
Oh my God!
Sit down.
He was cool. He was such a cool brother. You know, he was just like, yo, Corey, check out my tattoo. Take a photo of it, you know. So when I sat with him, he was a cool brother. He was down to earth. You know, he's one of those kind of cats that you would, you know, he would be like your brother.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's what I got from him. And I get that from everybody, you know, maybe because my spirit is a good spirit. When people meet good spirits, they can have conversations, you know, that they wouldn't have with normal people because they're out for, you know, the line, like, the starstruck or whatever. But he was such a good soul. And, you know, I really hate that he had to go down this way. You know, just like all the stories you hear about, you know, when you watch the movies or whatever they put out about him, he was really down to earth. He was really conscious, you know, but he came from a conscious family, a conscious background. You know what I mean? So I love the brother. He gave me and my twin love. I have a beautiful photo of him and my twin at Puppy's birthday party, you know. And his spirit, he didn't mind. He would come down. He'd start talking to everybody in the club, you know, once again, industry parties. And I would take photos of him with everybody. And he was just giving everybody love. That's how he was. He wasn't, you know, oh, I'm the biggest asshole, I'm better than you. There was none of that. None of that at all.
Wow.
And like I said, I just think when things started happening around him, that's when he started changing. And which is understandable, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. I guess if it was happening to me, I'd probably do some shit too, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I sure miss that brother.
Did you get a chance to talk to Biggie any?
Oh, yeah, Biggie used to come to our funk parties. I got a photo with him with Goody Mob. He brought Little Steve with him. Once again, Big Cat brought him. Rest in peace, DJ Big Cat. You know, so I know Biggie was cool. All of them was cool. Everybody loved me and my twin. Maybe because we was putting on the funk parties. Maybe because, once again, we had cool spirits.
Absolutely.
Like I said, when you have a good aura around you, when people step into your aura before they even speak to you, they can already drop their guard.
Yeah, definitely. You know, just like when, you know, this is a spiritual world, you know what I mean? A lot of people realize this thing's moving around us all the time.
Right.
You meet a complete stranger and y'all just don't click. They might be working at the drive-thru or you might be in line at the store and y'all just automatically just bump heads like they real rude to you. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, right. Person. That's because the spirit is different. You know what I mean? Like, they the clash. But when you got two good people, that's why they gel easily. You know what I mean?
Right. And sometimes when you do meet that person that's opposite or is angry or mean, it's because they're feeling your aura, and sometimes they're envious of that.
Right.
And then whatever they're carrying with them, they just want to make it even all angrier because they want to break your spirit.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So that you come to their level. No, stay at your level. You don't always have to argue with that person because at the end of the day, they want to hear what you got to say because maybe they really want to be where you are.
Facts. More good
You know
stuff.
what I mean? Yeah.
I got something else for you. How many photos of Tupac do you think you probably shot or have in your possession?
Shit, I haven't even counted.
Is that many?
I haven't even counted, yeah. But, you know, you've probably seen a lot of them, like, in these documentaries and stuff. Usually it's the same ones. I try to keep the ones I love to myself.
Right.
But, yeah, I got quite a few.
Wow, man, your story is so amazing, you know. Yeah, I love to hear these stories because, you know, I can see them. I can see the story while you're saying it. You know,
right.
I'm right to your eyes. I had the flashlight in my hand and shit.
Okay. Then I grew up, and then I got one of those coal miner daughter ones. We call it the coal miner's daughter. When you can strap it around your forehead and pop the light up. But you know, it's like Malcolm X says, by any means necessary. There's no reason why, but that was back in the days. Now you can go out and buy digital shit and stuff. I'm talking about in the 90s when we didn't have money to go out and buy that. That's why a lot of black people didn't let their kids go do photography or ice skating or anything that cost money. Because we can go play basketball because we all can put in $2 each to go get a basketball. We all can play football. Yeah.
Put up on the trees.
Exactly.
Shoot that motherfucker.
Exactly. But when it came to photography and all that, you had to buy the camera, you had to buy the flash, you had to buy the film, you had to buy the lenses. Shit, we couldn't afford all that.
No.
But I remember after starting to sell my photos to Source and Vibe and Black Beat, I went out and bought my first long lens, zoom lens, and I was a happy camper. Until I went to Bobby Brown's and Shabba Ranks concert at Madison Square Garden, and usually they have you go into the pit and you can shoot, 3 songs, and then you have to come out. So I'm on my way out, and we had just made water bottles for Bobby Brown for his concert, and I see he picks up one. So I'm taking a photo, click. Just one photo for our advertising and promotion. That's what we do. All of a sudden, I hear somebody say, "Give me your fucking camera." And it's dark now because the show's going on. So I'm thinking, did somebody say something? So I'm still walking towards the guy. The guy says, "Give me your fucking camera." I'm like, who was saying that? I looked up. This 300-pound security guard jumps up at me. So I No, one of Bobby Brown's security guards. He wanted to take
Bobby Brown's security guard. That's why I said that.
He could be. I need to research him. Next thing I know, he comes jumping on top of me trying to take my camera. I bend over because I had just watched the movie Beaches. And Jed Miller told her, look, the kid took a photo of her, and she said, "Give me your camera." And he gave it to her, and she took the film out. So my sister said, "Would you ever give your camera up?" I said, "Hell no." So when he jumped on top of me, I was trying to go for his balls, because I'm like, no, motherfucker, for one, I just bought this motherfucking lens, and it cost a lot of money. And you ain't taking it, you ain't breaking my camera. So at the end of the day, the security from Madison Square Garden came and broke it all up, and we never got my camera.
Wow.
But after that, I said I would never be abused again by a male, because I was already being abused physically and verbally at times by the male photographers, because I didn't understand that they were doing it for business. They were already submitting to magazines and stuff, big time, posters and this and that. I'm shooting because these are my friends. All I know is that I had a calling, and it was for me to be a hip-hop photographer at this time. Now, I can't say I'm just only a hip-hop photographer, because now I shoot A-list celebrities in Hollywood. I did SAG, the Grammys, the MTV, the American Music Award, so I can't say that, I'm just a photographer for hip-hop, but that's where I started. Here I am. Working on my first book, working on my first exhibit. I even have a T-shirt line out called The School of Hard Knocks in Hip Hop, where I put, because I'm doing the hip hop book from the year 91, 93, I made a collage of some rappers, or artists, I should say, because it's not just all rappers. I mean, I got Usher with Wendy Williams on there. Hate to say it, I got R. Kelly, but, hey, at the time, we didn't know.
Right.
Yeah, I got TLC, I got Mary J. Blige, so I even have my T-shirt design on my motorcycle, which you'll see.
Man, I got to get one of them T-shirts. Tell everybody where they can find you.
I can.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you want to order, if you want to order a T-shirt, go to www.snapandyouphotowear. Let me spell it. SNAPNUPHOTOWEAR. PHOTOWEAR.com. Snapping you photos, baby, all the time.
Snapping you.
Okay, snapping you. And if you want to see my photos, which is not a lot of hip-hop stuff on there, only because people are stealing my shit and I'm stealing their asses, you can go to www.snapnuPhotos.com. SnappingyouPhotos.com.
Yo, that's where it is. Cool, man. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you, baby.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to talk to you right now. You know what I mean? I know my listening audience will be pumped once they hear this because...
Well, you know what? I'm honored that you even wanted to interview me. You know, a lot of people don't know that some of these photos that they're seeing, they don't know who the photographer is.
And see, that's why it's important for people to hear what you're saying because, you know, that's what moved me when I heard your story because people need to know. You know what I mean? When they see that photo, right? That photo came from an individual. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? It came from your camera. It came from you pushing through the crowd. You know what I mean? And
right.
You became creative. But you paying to get the negatives, you know, developed and things like that. And, you know, and guess what? Sometimes people just need to know, and people deserve their just due. Hey, Troy, thank you so much for dropping these jewels on us, hitting us over there.
Yeah, baby, no problem. I'm going to send you some images, too. I'm going to send you some photos so people can see who I am.
Absolutely, got you. We can do this all day. But we got to wrap it up, unfortunately. Corey,
no worries.
Anything you want to say to my listening audience and to the public in general before we roll up out of here?
Yo, Corey Sojer, Snapping You Photos is coming live to you. Stay tuned. The exhibit's coming. The books are coming. You'll get to meet me, female photographer, from underground hip-hop to A-list celebrities. It's going to be a pleasure to meet you. It's going to be a pleasure to show my shit to you. So, yeah, that's it.
Hey, man. To y'all, it's a pleasure as always. We signing off. It's your homie Gab, Machiavelli Media, Corey Sojer. We're about to hit y'all with the peace.
Machiavelli in this Illuminati, all through your body. It blows like a 12-gauge shot.